Welcome to episode 2 of 3 Minutes of Growth. Feel free to comment here, ask any questions about the conversation, and share if you would like. This is going to be one long, free-flowing conversation, 3 minutes at a time. So at the last video, and if you didn't see that video, you can watch it on my personal page. We talked about uncomfortable growth and how a lot of people are swallowing their emotions, which is literally like swallowing the poison. So let's talk a little bit about emotion. Your bodies, our bodies, speak to us with emotions. It speaks to us with embodied language. And so if you think about a towel, you know, like a hand towel or dish rag or something, if you wanted to wring that towel out, I can't show you with both hands because I'm holding the camera, but you got to use one hand to go one way and then the other hand to go the other way. If you use both hands to go the same way, nothing will be wrung out of the towel. Our emotions are kind of like that. If we want something, but our bodies say, no, we're not prepared for that, you've got two opposing forces. And those opposing forces kind of collide with each other and create some kind of emotional response. So what most of us do is we try to avoid that emotional response by taking our mind off it, ingesting some substance, or doing something to try to squash that emotional response. But really what our body is saying is we're not prepared for that thing that you want. And sometimes it's a tangible thing like success. Sometimes it's an intangible thing like joy. And grief might show up as an emotion that says we're not ready for full joy yet until you experience me. That's what the emotion is saying. See, I believe that every single emotion brings with it a lesson for you. That lesson is required for you to get the thing that you're wanting. So the emotion seems like it's resisting the thing that you're wanting, but really what it's doing is it's bringing you the lesson that you need to get the thing that you're wanting. But it has to stop you in the process to learn the lesson, because it's basically saying, we're not ready for that step, but here is what you need to be ready for that step. So if you avoid your emotions, you're avoiding the lesson. And the thing that you want, you will not be more prepared for it by avoiding the lesson. In fact, you'll be less prepared for it, and something will try to give you that lesson next time, but the next time the intensity will have to be higher, because your body just said, well, last time I came at her with about a 4 out of 10 on the intensity level and she rejected my lesson. Well, this time I'm gonna have to turn it up a little bit. So the next time you get confronted with this, it's going to be harder to embrace because you rejected the last time, which was less intense. So somebody on yesterday's video said, my emotions are holding me back. And my response to her was, no, you're holding them back. They're trying to bring you a gift so that you can get to the next level. By you denying their presence, you're not receiving their gift, which means you're holding them back. And when we embrace the lesson of our emotions, then we will be prepared for that next step. That's the whole idea of embracing the discomfort and listening to your body and opening the packages that our bodies have. So tomorrow I'll probably talk about how to embrace those emotions. If you have any questions, comments, put them down here. I will get to them. Okay, so my emotions can be overwhelming only because you have a pattern of stuffing them down. That's the only reason they're overwhelming. Babies don't have overwhelming emotions. Toddlers don't, until they learn through human conditioning, usually by adults who aren't comfortable with their own emotions, that they shouldn't embrace their emotions. That's the only reason emotions become overwhelming. Emotions are not normally or naturally overwhelming. It's our pattern. So if you're experiencing emotions being overwhelming, that's not a reason not to embrace them. That's the reason to embrace them while they're only at this level of overwhelm. Because if you don't, then the level will just continue to grow. So I'm going to end there. Let me know what you think. We'll talk to you soon.